What is going on out there, peeps? All right, sorry for the delay in responding into the Dinar, but I had to deal with a little situation regarding my account, as you guys are aware of. I will go over that here in just a second. Quick reminder, everybody, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, and you should, the prices are rising big time. Give our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link is in the description. If you are a first-time buyer here in the United States or in Puerto Rico, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. For you return buyers, that's right. If you spend more than $200 as their way of saying thank you, use promo code PEEPS and they will give you $10 back. This is being extended till the end of the month. All right, you guys. So you guys know about this. Some person was coming on to my profile and trying to act like they were me. But this one is me, by the way. If it turns gray, it's me. But you guys know there's an imposter there. So I had to report it over to YouTube. They're telling me something about, because of the Rona, there's a short staff. It might take a while before they were able to do anything, but they asked me a bunch of questions, and it kind of had my stuff on hold for a little bit, so I wasn't able to do anything. So I said, no problem, and then so they went ahead and told me at what time I could start posting again. I think they just want to validate that I am who I said I was, by the way. But we'll see what happened. I don't know how long it's going to take, but eventually they'll keep this person from coming under the comments and acting like they're me. But again, when it's me, there should be a gray around it, or if you click my name, you'll see all my videos. Okay, guys? So that's kind of what the holdup was. But you guys know this. I have a group on Facebook. So come join us over there. It's free to do so. Pimpy's Investment Chat. The link is in the description. Again, I want to encourage you guys to come over to the second YouTube channel. It is growing pretty good, but there's some things I can't post over on my main profile that I can post over here. Like one of these it depends on what I'm talking about. Here's in this Sarah Jacera video that I just did recently. All right. But I can't, because of some of the subject matter does not allow me to do it on the other channel. Because if they're going to remove one channel, I'd rather be this one than the other one. Not that I want them to remove any of them, but I'm just trying to be on the safe side. You guys know about LBRY. It's just like YouTube, except for they don't censor and they don't remove anything. All the videos are here. The link is in the description. Come on over and join us. Let's get into what's going on in Iraq. I just did a video on the Vietnam Dong, and I told you that Trump's people in his administration, in case you haven't noticed, they're not applying for new jobs. Trump said all of them to move forward as if he won the election, and they are doing that. All right? You don't see very many people. Usually what happens after election, staff members and people in administration start moving on to go find new jobs or going on to somewhere else. That's not happening. Trump's still going full steam ahead. Look at this. Trump is optimistic about resolving the Gulf crisis after his contact with the Saudi king. So Trump still working hard. The White House announced in a statement today, Thursday, that the United States President, Donald Trump, that's right, discussed by phone with the Saudi king that the regional security issues and the solution to the Gulf crisis. The statement indicated that Trump thanked the king for his leadership and expressed his optimism towards resolving the crisis between the Gulf states. Informed sources reported earlier this month that the annual summit of the Gulf Cooperation Council was postponed till January, at a time when the parties to be bitter disputed and led to a boycott of Qatar. So what happened was there's a lot of issues. Oh, there it goes right here. Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, and Egypt accused Qatar of supporting terrorism. So they stopped this meeting that they usually have. There's a problem with it. The thing that's interesting about this is Qatar is one of the people, just for the record, one of the countries that are considering joining the Abraham Accords. So they do support terrorism and it's Muslim Brotherhood. But if they get aboard with this agreement, and you're starting to see these Arab nations come together over there. So despite what people are saying about this election, these people are being told something different. I can tell you that. So we're going to see what happens. It's very interesting. I think it's very interesting what's happening. Al-Qademi returned to Baghdad after a successful, by all standards, visit to Turkey, which I was surprised that he went. There kind of was some funk between Turkey and Iraq, well, especially Kurdistan. So I think he just needed to go over there and squash whatever was going on, and he was able to do it. Anyways, both countries, both delegates, and both leaders were very happy about the visit. They spent time together, very pleased about what it is they're trying to achieve, peace in the Middle East. Man, you start getting these other countries in this Abraham Accord, Palestine, Turkey. I mean, this would be huge, man. Good Lord. Okay, nonetheless, anyways, so it was a good visit for Al Kademi. That's what we want to see. That's what we were hoping for. This is just opening up the Middle East. I told you that it's Baghdad is the gateway there. So all these countries can really prosper and benefit, and that's what I hope to see happen. The central bank is preparing for the measures to achieve a balance between the dinar and the dollar. All right, we've been hearing a lot of talk about the rate change, okay, you guys? So, like I said, if you hear good news, don't get overly excited. If you hear bad news, don't get overly downed. I kind of have a feeling what I think they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and raise the exchange rate. But I don't think it's going to be for long at all. So, again, we don't care about what they say. We care about what they do. They might say they're going to raise it, and then all of a sudden, boom, lower, and then we're celebrating big time. All right, so it just said this. During the hosting, which it was held at the headquarters, the committee focused on ways to confront the negative repercussions of the increase in the exchange rate on citizens, particularly the vulnerable and the poor. Remember, I told you if they do that, devalue the dinar, which is what they're doing, it affects the poor. It affects the poor big time because their purchasing power is decreased. Okay? So I think what they're trying to do is come up with a plan in which they could increase the rate change and still help the poor so that they're not affected by this rate change. I don't think this rate change is going to last very long, to be quite honest with you. I think you're going to see these go in different increments. So even if they do raise the rate change, what they're talking about is, look at this, it says right here, when. So they're not even hiding it anymore. They're telling us when they're going to do it. The governor of the central bank provided an explanation on the reasons for the higher exchange rate, stressing that the bank is preparing to launch a package of measures that will achieve a shifting balance in the exchange rate for the year 2021. Since launching an initiative in the amount of $3 trillion to support the low-income people, doubling the provisions of hard currency in the market, and increasing interest rates on the Iraq currency deposited in the banks. So even if they do increase the rate, what that means is, so like if they increase it, for every dollar right now, I get 1,190 dinars. If they increase it, it'll be like I get, for every dollar, I get 1,200 dinars. That's an increase. That's bad. That's devaluing the money. That's bad for us. Okay? But again, I don't want you guys to get discouraged. The fact that they're doing anything with the rate change is good. Okay? Even if it is increasing, that just means now we're going to start seeing some movement on the dinar. It might be going in the wrong direction, but I would not be fooled by that. Just hang tight to your dinars, because as the economy starts to rebound and we're seeing oil prices go up and they start increasing their other sectors of income. Yeah, plus don't forget, you guys, this is against the US dollar. The US dollar is about to crash. All right, whether it's going to crash in 2021 or 2022, sometime within the next 18 months, without a doubt, it's going to crash. So that means like other currencies' rates against ours, well, hell, they'll increase. You know what I mean? Like the dinar all of a sudden become valuable against the US dollar. So don't just rely on this news here. There's other factors to take in consideration. I'll talk about that here in a second. Iraq President Saleh meets with the KRG delegation in Baghdad. That's right, the Kurdistan people. He's telling them, man, this is important. We have got to get this together. We cannot pass the budget until everything is ironed out between Erbil and Baghdad. They need to get their, you know what, together. Okay? It's for the betterment of everybody, to be quite honest with you. Okay, so that's basically what this article is. The Financial Committee announced the details of its meeting with the governor of the central bank. You can see it's a lot of the same articles. Basically, it's the same thing. They're telling them, look, we have to, now again, don't be fooled by this, because, you know, I think if I'm not mistaken, during the Kuwait, before the Kuwait dinar changed its rate, they told everybody they were going to do this exact same thing. and that is lower them. What I think they're trying to do is discourage people from buying them or to get people to turn them in is what I think it is. But I could be wrong. Again, I'm just saying this did happen with Kuwait. They told everybody that no rate would change was going to happen for a while, and in fact, they were going to go ahead and increase it, but they didn't. 2 days later, it came out, boom, shakalaka. Okay, so again, this article is pretty much the same thing, just telling them what they need to do. They need to protect the poor, the vulnerable. They're going to increase their rate change for 2021 to help them recover from what happened during the oil war and the Rona. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. And they were talking about how it did rebound a little bit in the exchange today. Let me come down here just a little bit more. Baghdad asked the Kurdish delegation to provide the real figures on oil revenue. I don't know about that, man. It's kind of showing your hand a little bit, but do whatever it takes to get this thing ironed out. Representative Economy meets with the governor of central bank, and right here is where the rate is that they're talking about. You can see this. The Parliament Economic and Investment Committee held a meeting with the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq. The meeting coincided with a significant rise in the dollar rate exchange, which exceeds 1,300 dinars. So it looks like they are officially going to change the rate in the wrong direction for us. They're going to devalue it. Again, I don't want you guys to get discouraged over bad news. We don't care about what they say. We care about what they do. So just see what happens. Even if it did come out with this, I would not be fooled by this. I would not be fooled at all. Okay? So it looks like the meeting, like you said, coincided with a significant rise in the dollar exchange rate. So it exceeds $1,300 dinars. Like I said, right now, it's $1 for 1,190 dinars. And this is talking about $1 for 1,300 plus dinars. We'll see. Now, I don't know if they've made that the official rate. It doesn't, it's weird how they word this. This is the meeting coincided with a significant rise. So that's probably just what happened in the market today. I know a lot of people are saying that's what the rate is. When I first read it, just like you, I thought that was. But if you read it again, it's just saying this is what happened in the market. So we don't know what the rate change is going to be, you guys. We don't know. Like I said before, this has happened before where they say one thing and then something else happens. I'm not guaranteeing that's going to happen. But even if they come out and they did raise the rate, I would not be discouraged. Just hang tight. Once they start to rebound, and they're going to rebound really quick. Once they start to rebound, then you're going to see the rate change go in our direction, the better direction, and in increments at a time. So don't be discouraged. And like I said, when it's good news, don't get overly happy. When it's bad news, don't get overly down, because this is what happens. You see this in the news all the time. It goes back and forth. Okay? So the rest of this is just Herbal. And, again, Baghdad ironing out what they need to. This is more articles about the consul ministers, what they need to do. They're happy about today. Somewhat they rebounded on the market. So, okay, good. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what that was. It was the market rate that we're seeing up here. All right, so don't trip yet. We see it. Let's just see. We know now. They said it. And we kind of had a feeling that was happening based on some of the wordings in the article that I pointed out. That the rate change is going to happen in 2021. What it is, we don't know. But they're kind of alluding to the fact that it's not going to go in a good direction. That they're going to devalue the currencies, what it looks like. But they done this before, and they came out going in the opposite direction. We will see. Let me know what you guys think, man. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.